Have you ever held a simple coin in your hand and wondered if it carried a story far greater than its face value? Every coin is more than just a piece of metal. It is a witness to history, a symbol of a nation's identity, and a reminder of the people who shaped its future. Today, we are traveling to the Philippines to uncover the remarkable story behind the 2014 Philippines 5 Piso coin, a coin that millions of people have used in their daily lives without realizing the incredible history it represents. At first glance, the 2014 5 Piso coin may appear ordinary. It is round, golden in color, and designed for everyday circulation. But look a little closer, and you will see the portrait of Emilio Aguinaldo, a man whose name is forever linked with the struggle for Philippine independence. His image on this coin is not just a tribute to a former leader, it is a reminder of the sacrifices, victories, and challenges that helped shape the modern Republic of the Philippines. The 5 Piso coin issued in his fellow Filipinos. Inspired by the revolutionary movement, he joined the struggle against Spanish rule. His leadership, determination, and military success quickly earned him respect among revolutionary forces. The revolution that began in 1896 changed the course of Philippine history forever. Aguinaldo became one of its leading commanders, organizing military campaigns and inspiring thousands of volunteers to fight for freedom. Although the struggle was difficult and many lives were lost, the dream of independence continued to grow stronger with every battle. One of the defining moments in Philippine history came on June 12, 1898, when Emilio Aguinaldo proclaimed the independence of the Philippines. On that historic day, the Philippine flag was raised, and the national anthem was performed publicly for the first time. It was a moment filled with hope, pride, and the belief that a new nation had been born. Because of this historic achievement, Aguinaldo is recognized as the first president of the Philippines. His leadership during one of the nation's most important periods made him a lasting symbol of independence. Decades later, when the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas selected national heroes for its circulating coins, Aguinaldo's place on the 5 Piso coin reflected his enduring importance in Philippine history. Every time this coin changes hands, from a market vendor to a customer, from a student buying school supplies to a commuter paying for transportation, it quietly carries the memory of a nation's long journey toward freedom. As the years passed, Emilio Aguinaldo's reputation continued to grow. To many Filipinos, he became the face of a nation determined to stand on its own. His victories against Spanish forces inspired hope throughout the islands, proving that ordinary citizens could unite in pursuit of freedom. Yet history is rarely simple, and Aguinaldo's journey was filled with triumphs as well as difficult decisions. Soon after the Declaration of Independence in 1898, another challenge emerged. The Spanish-American War changed the political landscape of the Philippines. Spain agreed to cede the Philippines to the United States under the Treaty of Paris, even though Filipino revolutionaries had already declared their independence. This unexpected turn of events led to another conflict, as many Filipinos believed they had already earned the right to govern their own country. The Philippine-American War began in 1899 and brought years of hardship. Aguinaldo once again found himself leading a nation fighting for its future. Battles were fought across the islands, and thousands of soldiers and civilians endured enormous sacrifices. Despite the determination of the Filipino forces, the United States possessed greater military resources and gradually gained control. In March 1901, Emilio Aguinaldo was captured in Palanan, Isabela. His capture marked a turning point in the conflict. Shortly afterward, he took an oath of allegiance to the United States and encouraged his remaining supporters to lay down their arms. Although opinions about this decision continue to differ among historians, Aguinaldo remained one of the most influential figures in Philippine history. Some remember him as the courageous leader who declared independence, while others continue to debate the choices he made during the nation's most challenging years. Regardless of these differing views, his place in history remained secure. Long after the battles had ended, the Philippines continued its journey toward becoming a fully independent nation. Through decades of political change, economic development, and social transformation, Filipinos never forgot the sacrifices made by those who fought for freedom. National heroes became symbols of unity, and their stories were taught to new generations in schools across the country. This is one of the reasons why the Banco Central in Pilipinas chose to feature Emilio Aguinaldo on the 5 Piso coin. Coins travel farther than almost any other object in daily life. They pass through countless hands, crossing cities, provinces, and islands. Every exchange reminds people of their shared history and national identity. The design of the 2014 5 Piso coin reflects both simplicity and meaning. On the obverse, Aguinaldo's portrait faces left with his name engraved beside it. Above appears the word Pilipinas, while the denomination, 5 Piso, is clearly displayed. The clean layout makes the coin easy to recognize, while honoring one of the country's founding leaders. The reverse displays the official seal of the Banco Central in Pilipinas. This emblem represents the nation's central bank, the institution responsible for maintaining monetary stability, issuing currency, and protecting the value of the Philippine peso. Around the seal appears the name of the central bank, reinforcing the authority behind every coin placed into circulation. Although millions of these coins were produced, manufacturing each one requires remarkable precision. Large sheets of metal are prepared using carefully controlled alloys to ensure strength and durability. Circular blanks are punched from the metal sheets before being heated, cleaned, and polished. Powerful coining presses then strike both sides of the blank simultaneously, with tremendous force, transferring every letter, number, and detail onto the surface. Finally, each coin is inspected before entering circulation, where it begins its journey through the everyday lives of millions of Filipinos. Unlike commemorative coins that are produced in limited quantities, the 2014 5 Piso coin was intended for daily use. It paid for bus rides, cups of coffee, newspapers, school supplies, snacks, and countless everyday purchases. For many people, it became such a familiar object that they rarely stopped to notice its design or appreciate the history it carried. Over time, however, something interesting happens to ordinary circulation coins. As years pass, they slowly disappear from circulation. Some become damaged and are withdrawn by the central bank. Others are lost, melted, or simply stored away by collectors. What was once common gradually becomes less available, especially in excellent condition. This is where the world of coin collecting begins. Numismatics, the study and collection of coins, is much more than searching for valuable pieces. Collectors preserve history. Every coin tells a story about the nation that issued it, the economy of its time, and the people who used it. Even a modern circulation coin like the 2014 Philippines 5 Piso can become an important historical artifact for future generations. Today, collectors generally consider the 2014 5 Piso coin to be a common modern issue. A circulated example usually sells for only a small amount above its face value. However, coins that remain in brilliant uncirculated condition, showing no signs of wear, are significantly more desirable. Their original mint luster, sharp details, and clean surfaces make them attractive additions to collections. Some collectors also search for unusual mint errors. These may include off-center strikes, double strikes, clipped planchets, or other production mistakes. Because such errors are uncommon, they often command prices far higher than normal examples. Finding an authentic mint error is exciting because every error coin is unique, making it a one-of-a-kind piece of minting history. Condition is one of the most important factors affecting value. A coin that has spent years in circulation naturally develops scratches, worn details, and discoloration. By contrast, a coin preserved carefully from the day it was issued may still display its original brilliance. Decades later, professional grading services evaluate these qualities using internationally recognized standards, allowing collectors to compare coins more accurately and determine their market value.